Hello. Hi, I am Sheva Pincus with Perfuming Intentions, and I am talking with you today about my chakra. Well, actually, it's not a chakra, it's crystal, clear crystal quartz. And I created this perfume that's all natural, and I also have it in these sets. So, this is actually the last month I'm doing this for this year, but next year I will be having one a month. It's going to cover the entire chakra system. So, all seven chakras plus three crystals. So, it'll be clear crystal quartz, rose quartz, and tiger's eye. So there's 10 months of that. We take June off, and then December is a visioning session for the upcoming year. So this is our last one of 2024, and we're going out with a bang because I don't know about you, but it seems like here in the US, everyone is just losing their mind with anxiety. It's the day before, our major election. But, just popped right out. Here is my story about clear crystal quartz. It is the master healer. It is going to be combining all the energies of the upper chakras. And so this includes all five senses. So just going to give you a little tour here. So inside the package here, it comes with my chakra herbal infusion, and this is all organic, and it comes with a intention on each package. And this one says, I am attuned to the positive abundant energy in and around me. And this has all the aromas and the herbs that are going to accentuate and amplify all the qualities of crystal quartz. So in here I've got organic peppermint, organic tulsi, everything's organic. Spearmint, apple bits, rose hips, lavender buds, fennel, chrysanthemum flowers, heals all, rosemary, hyssop, mistletoe, blue corn flower petals. This happens to be of my 10 handcrafted blends. I think this one is the tastiest and the most replenishing. It just kind of brings me into that place of focus where I want to be at the middle, late afternoon, when I really want to create some great intention setting and perk up a little bit. I love it for after lunch. Anyway, so the perfume that I have here for crystal quartz, I'm really excited about this one because it's a super frankincense forward scent. It is a alpine conifer minty floral. So I would call it a fresh floral incense. And it is so fabulous for getting yourself into a space of focus, of healing, of amplifying, of being ready to um, shift into positivity um, and really transformation and tap into that spiritual wisdom that we all have. So the set comes with a card. Let me just talk about what we do in the workshop. So when you get this set, um, we open it up just about 15 minutes before we start, and it's every month, the second Sunday of the month, from 2 to 3 p.m. and that's Central Standard Time. And we get the herbal teas started and steeping, and then we also get our matches ready, and then we're going to light. At the very beginning, we light a candle. And the candle every month is a different candle color holder and candle color, and we set the intention. Like, what do I want to get out of this workshop? And when I'm engaging with all this amazing community from all over the world, what is it that I want to put forth? See, the thing about these workshops, there's two things that are why you would want to engage in an online membership for these activation sensory workshops. One, most of us are on either side of the sensory spectrum. We are either totally shut down, where we need everything to be super loud, super strong, super spicy, super sweet, super punchy, to feel anything really, because life has gotten us overwhelmed or hurt. We just, to keep ourselves safe, we've sort of checked out a little bit. Then we have the other side of the spectrum, where we're oversensitive and we have sensory overload, and everything's just too stimulating, too visually busy, too loud, too itchy, too spicy, too smelly, and we feel like we need to hide. We need to be safe and cocooned to protect ourselves because the world is dangerous. And so there's these two ways of dealing with a life that's very loud and very distracting. But here's the thing, in both extremes, we do not have a balanced sensory system. To get back to that place, it takes time and it takes practice and it takes really building a muscle that most of us don't usually exercise because it's not comfortable and it really is not vulnerable. It feels vulnerable to open up our senses. So, why would we even want our senses to be open? Well, okay, those that are on the extreme side, there's this sensation that um, we're we're not we're not really able to experience the subtleties of life. Um, when we have to oversweeten or overspice our food, we can't just enjoy the simple pleasures. And um, it takes a lot to move us into a space of feeling um, ready to participate in life. And then on the other side, um, there's there's a lot that we're missing out on. The simple pleasures of perfume and teas and textures that we kind of shy away from because we feel it'll hurt us, or there's toxins, or there's heavy chemicals that are going to damage us. So in either way, we are removing ourselves from simple joys, simple pleasures. And in both extremes, our joy, our satisfaction level, our happiness level is diminished because of this. The other thing is, just for healing, we want to move in that balance level. And lastly, intuition. It's really hard to move into a place of being able to sense the subtle energies of life around us. If you are a healer, if you are in the field of medicine, if you are in the field of emotions and wellness, you want to be able to allow energy to move through you, to heal you. You don't want to store it in your body. You want to be a conduit and a vessel. But the only way to do that is by allowing life to feel safe. If we're on either side of the spectrum, then we tend to just not have access to the flow and the force of mindfulness, of source that's always moving through us. To get there, we have to have a balanced sensory system. And that's where we balance our sense of smell. We balance our ability to focus. We balance our ability to hear sound. We balance textures and touch. This is really not a practice for the faint of heart, because the more we lean into that vulnerability, the more comes up to be healed. So that's kind of in a nutshell how I came up with this practice, in that I used to be a teacher, and every spring break or winter break, I had like 1 week to get it together and balance my body. And I just wanted a really great holistic retreat where I could just take a box and have everything I need in the box and be able to go to a little Airbnb and just immerse myself into meditation and sound and smell and sight and taste, and be able to really bring balance. And if every day was a different intention, a different theme, and I could work my way through the energy system, I felt by the time I went back into work after that week off, I could be fully present, fully replenished. And so that brings us to this month in November. The date is the 10th, November 10th, from 2 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to take the candle, we're going to set an intention. And the other thing I know for sure is when you amplify or you activate all 5 senses at the same time, and you put one powerful focus into it, you can tap into the flow state. That's so, so powerful. That's where miracles happen. That's where Olympic athletes can override these impossible feats. And maybe your impossible feat is making it through the day without negative thinking. Maybe your impossible feat is having joy in a very challenging circumstance. Maybe your impossible feat is not getting triggered when you are around some very challenging people. So it doesn't have to be that like Olympic level miraculous. It doesn't have to be something that's written in the Harvard School of Medicine on miracle healing, but it could for you be as simple as shifting and transforming out of a habit that no longer serves you and into one that transforms you. So we'll start with that intention. This month, it's all about the master healer, Crystal Quartz, which can amplify positivity. So what I would do is read you some of these great ideas about positivity, abundance, attunement, truth, purpose, limitless possibilities, protection, immunity, clarity. All that is the theme of this clear crystal quartz. And we can all share what our intention will be as we light and we focus on sight. Then we make our tea and we focus on taste. And as we hear everyone's intention, we each take a sip and then we embody it and hold that vision for everybody who is in the workshop. Then we smell the attributes of clear crystal quartz as we also hold the crystal itself. And each one of these natural wellness perfumes that I create has a story and how it was made and why it was made and the energy that it can activate within you. Because it's not just a beautiful smelling composition made with perfumery, um, notions of composition and art, but it is also aromatherapy because of my deep, deep 30-year wisdom, deep dive into herbalism and holistic healing. I know what herbs can activate and amplify in different parts of the body. And so this month we're really focusing in on what can allow us to move forward um, with clarity, what can amplify positive radiance and wellness and spiritual activation. And so for those, I chose a very frankincense forward aroma with conifers and alpine and floral and mint to just get us into that space. Then after we hear that story a little bit, then I engage us with the Hertz music that goes with that crystal or that chakra. So, crystal quartz, for example, is the embodiment of all the upper chakras and it blends that all together. Then, what I have is a um, ability to participate in a guided visualization and meditation. And then at the very end, after we have experienced isolating each one of our senses sight, smell, taste, sound, touch. Then we activate all five of them at the same time and leave with one singular focal point, a singular affirmation that we're going to hold for the following month. And that's where as as a community we can hold that for each other together. It's pretty powerful, really powerful stuff, and I really welcome you to participate in this coming year. We are starting fresh this January with root chakra, February moving into rose quartz, and so forth. It's a very powerful practice. I can't wait to have you join us. And it's not too late to hop into this month. I look forward to seeing you. In the description, I will include the link for the 12-month membership, or if you want to do just a 3-month membership or a single month, um, that link is in there as well. I just hope that your wellness journey is a beautiful one, a transformational one, and I look forward to connecting with you. Until then, perfume your intentions with perfuming intentions.